Greetings and welcome to your Oracle message for the day. I am Kat Morgan and I welcome you to this video, to this channel, and to this space. This is a collective reading and it's timeless, so whenever you come across this video, however and whenever you found it, this is the right time for you to be getting this message and this information. You've been asking for clarification or guidance, confirmation, and this is one of those pieces of information and messages that are coming to you as a result of your query. So I welcome you all. For returning friends, for new friends, everyone is welcome in this space. I appreciate you guys so much being here. If you feel so inclined to like and or subscribe to the video and channel, I don't get any money from these videos. This will never be a monetized channel, but it does help the YouTube algorithm help other people find these videos and find this channel if they're looking for similar encouragement and support and love, because I'm all about love, as anybody that's been on my channel more than once probably knows. So welcome everybody. We've been going through the Crystal Grid Oracle deck by Nicola McIntosh, and these cards, these images, and the energy that they contain is kind of like off the chart for me. So feel free to get kind of wowed by this one. This is a really amazing reading that we've got today, and we'll go through the book in just a minute, but I want to talk about the different elements that are in the card itself, what we are looking at for this image, for the grid, for the card number itself, and for the crystals that we are working with. So obviously card number 45 reduces down to a 9. 4 plus 5 is 9. 9 is the most perfected of the perfected Tesla numbers, the 369. We've got 3 threes. I feel like we just had that in a reading that I had just posted previous to this. We've been getting a lot of these 9s, a lot of these 369s. So no surprise for the collective. We are on our way. We have ascended. We're not living in the 3D reality anymore, folks. We are living in the 4th dimension. We are coming into our own. We're coming into our power. We're coming into our authenticity in this 4th dimensional realm. So welcome to your experience. Let's make the most of it, shall we? I want to talk about the stones that we're working with: magnetite at the center and also opal. So magnetite, you can see the center. We've got a whole bunch of triangles here. Again, no surprise. With the 3-sided figures, we know that the triangle is the most stable, and it's the first geometric form that's able to be formed in the 3rd dimension. We need those 3 points on that axis to be able to calibrate that, or actually for the 2nd dimension. But it's the first geometric shape that can be formed after the circle. So, but I want to talk about magnetite, and I found out something interesting today that you may or may not be aware of, but you may have gotten a sense of it from the title of this video. We know that we've got iron in our bodies. We know that that is what helps form the hemoglobin, the red blood cells in our blood. So we're all iron men and women. Maybe you did not realize that, but you got that power, honey. Okay. We are all iron men and women. We know about the hemoglobin. What I did not know is that we're crystalline beings. We've got magnetite, the crystalline form, the actual crystal rock in our brains. Yes. Magnetite in our brains. Caltech geobiologist Joseph Kirchvink says it may be there to allow us to sense the Earth's magnetic field. You know how when you've just recently moved somewhere or you've traveled some distance away from your home, that you feel out of place, you feel like you don't fit, you don't belong. It's hard to tell directions a lot of time, north, south, east, west, especially if you don't have the sun around you to be able to tell, especially at night. What more and more biologists and geobiologists are coming to understand is that we actually attune and calibrate ourselves to our location that we consider home. So wherever our current residence is, where we spend a lot of time at, where we grew up, these places we've attached to magnetically. So no wonder we feel kind of spaced out when we are in a location that we're not familiar with, that's not home. So I did not know that we had magnetite in our brains, but it is absolutely true. They have found it time and time and time again. It's their belief that all animals have this as well. And we know that animals can orient to the magnetic fields of the earth. And we know that the earth is a living being that is vibrating and producing an EMF field of its own. And we can calibrate to that through our crystalline structure as well. So really phenomenal information about magnetite that I was not aware of. And we know that magnetite will charge our entire chakra system. Magnetite is so strong of a magnetic field that it can affect compasses. They're deciding that maybe the Bermuda Triangle and the other locations around the planet that fall in that same equal, it's not equatorial because it's not on the equator, but that same ring around the Earth's orbit, that those deposits of magnetite actually are what's creating the Bermuda Triangle, the one off of Japan, and the other corresponding ones along, is because of high deposits of magnetite. And just on a spiritual, energetic kind of viewpoint, that the view from the cosmic realm as opposed to the 35,000 foot, right? We know that it activates our entire chakra system. So we can use magnetite, we can use the image and the energy that's coming to us from this card to help us recalibrate where is home for us, what feels safe, where do we belong. And that's not just location, although that's a big part of it, but it's how we feel about ourselves personally, how we feel about our relationships to the people around us in the various situations that we have, and then around the world as well. So it helps you stay grounded and connected to the earth while also bringing down any ideas or feelings that you weigh constantly on your mind. Magnetite helps attract the energy you put out. So you want to be using it with care, just like anything else. Okay, we want to be in a good emotional, spiritual, mental place when we're working with crystals in particular, but in general in our lives. And magnetite will magnify whatever energy that we are producing of ourselves. It's also a powerful protection stone that's perfect for carrying around day to day, and it's relatively easy to get a hold of. Okay, this mineral provides a steel curtain around your aura, refusing to allow any negative energy to attach itself to you. Okay, so you can leave this around in a high stressful area, like if your work environment or your home environment is kind of stressful, just keep keep the energy of magnetite around you as a buffer, as a protective barrier. We all can use as much help as from our tools that we have available to us that we can. We've also got opal we are working with, or I'm sorry, not opal, onyx, that we are working with here. And onyx is a very familiar common stone that we are aware of. We also find onyx mentioned a lot of times in the Bible in particular, and it's even said to have been the middle stone in the high priest's breastplate. After King David gave his throne to his son Solomon, he went out to gather precious minerals for his new temple, and one gem mentioned many times was onyx. Onyx, onyx, onyx. You'll find onyx throughout the Bible and throughout many of the Holy Scriptures. Onyx is a stone that offers up powerful vibrations of protection, strength, focus, and willpower. It specifically activates your root, solar plexus, and third eye chakras. So working with onyx in addition to magnetite gives you very, very strong energies of connecting with between the earth realms and the cosmic realms. So powerful, powerful stones that we're working with here. I love the simple grid. We've got basic 4-point cardinal directions, north, south, east, west, with 3 concentric circles coming out from the center of just the crystals itself, built on to what looks very much like a seed of life grid behind it that's actually many of those grids coming out in an expansion. So we're not just taking our current state of being, but we're actually expanding it as well. So, like I said, very, very powerful, powerful reading, powerful image from this card. And you don't need to have these stones in your hand. You can just use the image and the energy that's coming to you directly from the card, from the image in front of you. This energy is available to everybody 24/7. It's part of the quantum field, and there is no separation between us and anything in the universe, in our reality. All we have to do is reach out to touch it. We've talked before about the reticular activating system, and I encourage you strongly, if you're not familiar with that term, to look it up. It is spelled the way that it sounds, RETICULAR, reticular activating system, or reticulated activating system. Either one of those forms will get you the right information on any kind of search, on any kind of search platform. And if you're already familiar with it, you know what that is. You are looking for, and you will see things that your brain thinks you are wanting to be seen. So, for example, you can look around the room where you're sitting right now as you're listening to my voice and look for anything that is green around you, anywhere. Just count and kind of identify where all of the things are that are green in your room. So get a good idea of what those are, and then close your eyes and imagine all those green things. Now tell me, how many blue things are in that room? Don't open your eyes. Oh, yeah, no, we weren't looking for the blue things, so we have no idea. That's the point. What you are looking for, you are going to find. So being aware of what we're looking for, finding that balance within and without, as above, so below. We know that's exactly what we're seeing in this grid, as above, so below, as within, so without. All of this is balance, and we've got, with the opal and magnetite, or the onyx and magnetite, we've got clear crystal, quartz, and citrine. So we are very much balancing the energies of those stones itself. Working with dark colored stones, you want to be working with corresponding light colored stones. Tourmaline, onyx, opal, magnetite are all earth energies. You want to be working with the lighter color crystals in combination with them. So let's take a look in the book and find out what the reading says for us for our card number 45, balance, which represents magnetite, wisdom, and communication. Magnetite is an iron ore. Oh, and I have to just remind you guys, for folks that are here for the first time, I haven't looked at this reading in the book, so we're going through it, you and I, together for the first time. Alrighty, magnetite is an iron ore that is ferromagnetic. That is, the atoms within it have opposing magnetic moments. It is attracted to magnets and can also become a magnet. The name derives from it being the most magnetic of all minerals on Earth. What are you drawing into your life or have an affinity to manifest? When you come to understand that you attract everything into your life that you can use to your advantage, are you attracting negativity, positivity, wealth, or lack? When you look at what you are attracting, you can look at how to change if it is necessary. If you're attracting lack, you must find the abundance around you and be grateful for it in order to bring in even more abundance. You draw into your field and environment that which you are drawn to. You attract what you are, not what you think you need or want. I'm going to read that again. You attract what you are, not what you think you need or want. Therefore, you need to take responsibility for what you are attracting. From this space of knowing, you can draw balance into your life. There is always a state of flux within the concept of yin and yang, two opposing forces that work independently of one another but cannot be separated. Each one keeps the other in balance. If one becomes unbalanced, they are both unbalanced. One can be deficient while the other, if left unrestrained, becomes excessive. When you step back and take a look at where there is unbalance within your own life, you can measure and take measure to create balance once again. You are the creator of your universe. So think carefully about what you want to manifest and take control of that manifestation. And our exercise, and I do encourage you to go along with this and participate with it to get as much as possible out of the reading. If you're feeling out of control in a certain area, write down all the experiences you are having. See if there is a theme occurring and where the negative aspects are. You might want to create a wheel and mark certain aspects of your life on it, such as work, exercise, spiritual practices, love, and so on. Mark from the center of the wheel out to each point from 1 to 10. Then mark on each scale how much energy you put toward that area in your life. This is usually a good way to see where your focus lies and what areas of your life may need more attention. So one example that I can come up with very quickly and very easily is the idea of people that are into physical improvement and are spending a lot of time working out with weights, working out on the various machines, doing strength training and that kind of thing, to the exclusion or the near exclusion of any other type of physical exercise, physical regime, and protocol. What they found is that overdoing that aspect and not balancing it with, say, cardio, flexibility exercises, those types of things, movement, dance, if you don't have those aspects too in your physical training, your physical body will become unbalanced. You'll be muscle bound but not flexible, becoming where your skeletal structure starts becoming out of balance. Your spine and the joints become feeling very unbalanced. Yes, literally. And you'll start having physical pain as a result. They have proven over and over again, balance is needed in every aspect of our life. We want money coming in and money going out. Not more of one than the other necessarily, because even when we have expansive times where we are generating more income, we have found that that's usually because we're needing that income to be going out for something. So I have found that to be true, and I know that you have found that to be true as well. All aspects of our lives require that sense of balance where we're bringing in one aspect and the other into a place of coherence, into harmony, into balance. And we are encouraged and invited to do that in every aspect of our lives. So wherever it is that you're feeling not happy with the way things are going necessarily, not really feeling secure, balanced, in harmony, and need some kind of more work in that area, this is the reason why you're getting this message, why you drew this video, and why we drew this card for the collective. And Honestly, I think everybody on the planet probably has areas of their lives where they haven't really brought in as much balance as they could. So that is our reading for the day. I do hope it blessed you. Feel free to leave in the comments if you have any particular responses to the reading and the card and the stones that we've been working with. Otherwise, I'm going to let you guys carry on. You go make it a fantastic day. You are amazing. Namaste and ciao for now.